It's Week 18 of the National Football League, where we'll see this team's field-stretching tight end. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. We can hardly wait for the start of this one, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody, one final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave air...
For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Receiver in motion, headed right. Pass play on 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Offense to the line for second down. Give now to the running back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 8 yards on that pickup, and an even 10 remain on third down. They're throwing it. Flush down now to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to have a first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it sets up first down. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Finds him on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll give him a first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And as it stands, he could close out this season as the league's leader in receiving yards out of the backfield. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. Catch made underneath by the back. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. They'll try and throw it here. That one's complete right side. And this one doesn't go far. All plays on the table here for third and 3. Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun now on third down. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll throw it again. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only a yard from that time, so now third and 9. Throwing now from the gun. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pass play now. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They're trying an option play left side on first down. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. He's going to throw this one. That one's incomplete over the middle. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down. They'll throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
This return starts at the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Man in motion out of the slot. Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal. Running for it again. Goes up and over for the touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys take a 4-point lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense getting set to go. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 38. Cut out left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And he's not able to get much, but does have it across the 45. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 43. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Motioning him from the slot right. 3rd and long for him here. Looking right, and he finds him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and that'll be a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Space to the left, and he's finally hauled down at the 12. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw now. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They've got 1st down from the 31. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To throw here on 1st down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 32. Complete out to the right side. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 4. And that gives them the first. Still sticking with the passing game. Hits him on the in route. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Man in motion here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll give him a first down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
He'll throw it yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push their lead to 4.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Back to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Here's a return from the 7. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the 2nd half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throw on 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, Coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. Pass play on 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Dropping back to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Slot receiver headed left. Here he is on 3rd and long. It is cut left side. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's a design boot. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Setting up a throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one does not go far.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Now this offense ready to head back out. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Now they'll throw out of the gun. They bring the pressure, down he goes! And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's a throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. The offense headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Airing it out to start this drive. Escapes out to the left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 42. Hauled in left side. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's third down. He'll look to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Back out runs their offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. To throw it on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And they'll have 1st down. Looking for a throw here. That's caught. He found some space. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll give him a 1st down. Slot man in motion left. Working inside the red zone. Cut out left. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3?
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys push their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale. They'll send him over right. Play action on first down. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one vehemently swatted away. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Now looking to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 30 on second. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun. Brought in right side. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll throw on first. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Looking to the air here. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. New series coming up following the punt. And that is where they'll start the next drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They're throwing it. Looking slant route, complete. And they take him down right along the 30. That one gains 7. And they're going to have a first down. They are throwing it again. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Running it now out of the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Goal to go, they're passing. Is in, touchdown! Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys make it a 10-point ball game. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense running back out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 31. Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. Working quickly here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Pass complete, screen play. And he'll get it up to the 27. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Now outruns their offense to take over. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he'll only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Another carry for him. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This 42 yards from the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
This return makes it up to the 25. Another drive coming up for this offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. They go play action on 1st. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. They're going play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Motioning him from the slot right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Still sticking with the passing game. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they snag some much-needed momentum to end the regular season as they start looking ahead to their wild card contest next week. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A nice showing here from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.